Shishmadaji, let us bow collectively at the lotus feet of Shrimataji. Raise Kundalini and take Bandhan. As in a lot of places, like across the world, Eid was celebrated yesterday. So today we will be meditating upon on the Shri Fatima B aspect of ours, which is the Shri Gruhlakshmi. And Shri Fatima B uh, was the daughter of Shri Muhammad, who was one of the incarnation of Adi Gurus. She was the mother of Hussein and Hussein, who were the incarnations of Lord Buddha and Lord Mahavira. And she was the wife of Hazrat Ali, who was the incarnation of Sri Brahmadev. So when we worship Shri Fatima Bi, these all aspects also work upon us. And of course, she was Shri Gruhlakshmi. So we receive the blessing of her on our left nabi as well. So let us start the meditation. Both the hands towards our heart, at the level of the heart. Attention completely on Shrimataji. Mother, please allow us to worship you in the form of Shri Fatima. Mother, please take us in meditation. We humbly request at your lotus feet to allow us and to bless us with the oneness, the ekakarita. Give us the state of nirvicharita, the thoughtless awareness, and nirvikalpita, the doubtless awareness. So that we can meditate upon you. Let us now pray to Shri Ganesha. Hey Shri Ganesha, please give us the state. A balanced state. So that we can take the name of our Holy Mother. The attention on left Mooladhar. Hey Shri Nirmal Ganesha, please get awakened. Please strengthen my left Mooladhar. Om Tvame Vasakshat Shri Nirmal Ganesh Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mother, by your grace, I am innocent. The attention on central Mooladhar. Hey Shri Ganesha, please get awakened. You are the source of innocence. Shri Ganesha Gauri Sakshat. Om Tvame Vasakshat Shri Ganesha Gauri Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Mother, please make me innocent. Please strengthen my Mooladhar. Attention towards right Mooladhar. Hey Shri Kartiki, please get awakened. Please help me to conquer all the 6 enemies of my soul. Shri Kartikeya Sakshat. Om Tvame Vasakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mother, please make me worthy of your appreciation and of your attention. Mother, you are Sarva Rakshasantri. You are the destroyer of all the negativities and badhas in me. You are the killer of all the devils and demons in me. You are Sarva Rakshasantri. Om Tvami Vasaksha Sarva Rakshasa Hantri Saksha Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mother, please destroy all the evil in me. Please destroy all the evil in me. The hand back on the lap. Attention slowly towards left nabi. Mother Valley, you are Shri Fatima. You are the leader of all the women of heaven and earth. You are the most auspicious one. Please establish my gruhlakshmi principle. Let us recite Shri Fatima mantra once. Om Tvame Vasakshat Shri Fatima Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. With this prayer, let us now listen the speech of Shri Mataji. For Shri Mataji as Shri Fatima Puja in 1988.
Today we are going to have the puja of Fatima Bi, who was the symbol of Gruhlakshmi. And so we are going to have the puja of the Gruhlakshmi principle within us. As the housewife has to finish every work, everything in the household, and then she goes for a bath. In the same way this morning, I had to do lots of things, and then I could come for your puja. Because today the housewife's jobs were many, so I had to finish them like a good housewife. Now, the principle of Gruhlakshmi has been evolved and developed by the divine. It's not a human being's creation. And as you know, it resides in the left arm. The Gruhlakshmi is the one that is represented in the life of Fatima, who was the daughter of Muhammad Sahib. Now she is always born in a relationship to a guru which is of virginity, of purity. So she comes as a sister, or she comes as a daughter. Now the beauty of Fatima's life is that after the death of Muhammad Sahib, as usual, there were fanatic people who thought they can take the religion into their hands and can make it a very fanatic thing. And the attention was not paid so much towards the ascent of the person. Even Muhammad Sahib had described his son-in-law in many ways. And he is the only one, or this another incarnation of Brahmadeva, who came on this earth. Ali came on this earth. He was the incarnation of Brahmadeva. And his another incarnation was Sopandev, which you can go to Pune, you can see the temple of Sopandev there. So we have Ali and his wife Fatima, who incarnated on the principle of the left navi. She stayed in her house, in her household, and she observed what you call a kind of a parda or naqab, as they call it, to cover her face. Is a symbol that a woman who is a housewife has to save her chastity by covering her face, because she was a beautiful woman and they were born in a country which was very, very violent, and she would have been definitely attacked in case she had not lived in that kind of fashion. As you know, in the time of Christ, though Mary was Mahalakshmi's incarnation, had to be very, very potential personality, and Christ did not want anybody to know what she was. But though she was in the house, she was Shakti. So she allowed her sons, or actually ordered them, to fight those fanatics who were trying to deny the authority of her husband. And you know, Hassan and Hussein, they were killed there. It's a very beautiful thing how the Mahalakshmi Tattva of Sita took a form of Vishnu Maya, just to establish the beautiful principle of a housewife. Now she was very powerful, no doubt, and she knew that her children will be killed. But these people are never killed. They never die, nor do they suffer. It's a drama. They have to play to show people how stupid they are. But as a result of that, another system started where they respected saints. Like in India, Shia people respect awliyas, or we can call them the people who are realized souls like Nizamuddin Sahab. Then we have got in Chishti, we have got in Ajmer, Hazrat Chishti. All these great saints were respected by Shias. But still, they could not transcend the limits of religiosity. So they also became extremely fanatic. Firstly, they would not see to another religion where they had saints. They would not respect the saints who belonged to another religion. And even when we had a great saint like Sainath of Shirdi, who was a Muslim to begin with. And it is said that Fatima herself brought him as a child in her lap and gave it to some lady. It said so. We did not deny, as far as the Hindus were concerned, his saintliness, but the Muslims did not accept him. There's another one called Haji Malang, who is very near Bombay, who was a realized soul. He to realize the fanaticisms of the Shias. Shia word comes from Shia in UP. Sita is called as Sia. Sitaji is called as Sia. They also did not realize that there are saints who are not so-called Muslims, but they are saints. So they could not get out of it. So we have another one called Haji Malang, who was worshipped by Hindus. Some Muslims also go there, no doubt. And this Haji Malang was quite worried about the fanaticism of the Shias. So he appointed some Hindus to worship him, just to counterbalance. They did all kinds of things. There are many saints like that. I went to Bhopal. There's another big saint who was buried. But his all disciples were just depending on the earnings of that place, which was very bad. Even Hazrat Nizamuddin's things are the same way as the Hindus do. They all make an earnings. I mean, it's a kind of a commercial business. So this saint died and was buried there. There were many people who were depending on it when I went there. I just, by the way, asked them, what is your religion? So they said, we are Muslims. I said, what was the religion of the saint who died? He said, saints have no religion. So I said, then why do you want to follow religion? Why don't you follow his religion? Yet they have no religion. Even it is said in Sanskrit, the sannyasis have no religions. They are dharmati, they go beyond the religion. But as it has happened with every incarnation, it has happened even with the Shia people, with the Sunnis, with the Hindus, with the Muslims and everyone, that they made a fanatic group. Now, fanaticism itself is absolutely against religion, against your innate religion within yourself, because it creates poison. It's a venomous thing. It makes you hate others. When you start hating others, then it reacts in you as horrible poison, which eats up all that is beautiful within you. Hating anyone is the worst thing that human beings can do, but they can do it. They can do whatever they like. Animals don't hate anyone. Can you imagine? They don't know how to hate. They bite someone because that is their nature. They cut someone because that is their nature. They never hate someone. They may not like someone, but this hatred, which is a poison, is a speciality of human conception and a human absorption. Only human beings can hate. And this horrible thing, hatred, was settled between even the Muslims, which was not done. This Karbala was not created for hatred, but for love. Everything that was done for love was converted into hatred in every religion. Now the worst part of the whole thing is that one part which hates thinks the other part is the worst of all. And the another part thinks that the first part is the worst of all. Under what rule, law or logic they decide, that is their own lookout. So they club together like that. While this principle of the gruhlakshmi was specially created to overcome that hatred, to subdue that icy stuff called hatred, to remove from the minds of the people hatred, this Lakshmi, gruhlakshmi principle was created. How? In the family, when you have a household, the gruhlakshmi principle has to subdue the hatred between the children, between the husband and the children. But if she herself enjoys her hatred, then how can she subdue it? She is the source of that peace which subdues hatred. Now in India we have joint families. You too have relations like uncles, aunties, this, that. The housewife's job is to smooth out all angularities of people, which creates friction. Now the man has to worship a housewife. He said so, yatra narya pujyante tatra ramante devata. Wherever the housewife is respected, there only the gods reside. In our country, I must say, credit must go to the housewives, because we are no good for economics, no good for politics, administration, hopeless. Menfolk are useless. They don't know any household work or anything. Women have kept it to themselves. But our society's first class is maintained by the women of the household. So the man has to respect the housewife. That's very important. If he does not respect his housewife, there's no possibility of any gruhlakshmi tattva being maintained. It's like the preservation of that principle of a housewife. But some men, I mean many of them, think that it is their birthright to ill-treat their wives, to torture them, to say all kinds of things, to be angry. If she is a good woman, But if she's a nagger, if she's a booth, then they're subdued, completely subdued. If the wife is a booth, then the husband always sort of tries to please her and be extremely kind to her. You know, she's a booth after all, be careful. Don't know what time the booth will come like a snake on you. And if she knows how to nag or to argument, then also they are afraid. There's no love. They have no love or respect for her. But they have an awe, a fear. And they are afraid of such a woman. Now some women think if they become flirtish, then the husband are better controlled. But their basic principle they lose. The basic Shakti that they have, they lose. And they land up in difficulties. So the basic principle of a Gruhlakshmi is to respect her chastity. To respect her chastity, outside, inside. That is the steadiness of it. Of course, most of the men take advantage of it. If the wife is docile or obedient, they make it a point that they just rule the wife left and right. All right? But this woman, the housewife, has to know that she is not docile. She is obedient to her own righteousness, to her own virtues, to her own qualities. If the husband is stupid, all right, he's stupid like a child, finished. But the husband has to know that he must respect, otherwise he is a lost case, he's finished. He's good for nothing. First thing is that he must see the woman in the household is respected as a Gruhlakshmi. Then the blessings flow. But in no way he should insult her or be unkind to her and raise his voice or say things to her. But the wife has to be the one who is to be respected. I have so many times said, your wife is dominating, give her 2 slaps on the face, of course, no doubt. She has not to be dominating. She has to remove the dominating forces of others. She is the source of peace. She is the source of joy. And she is the peacemaker. If she is the one who creates problems, then you can slap her nicely, bring her to her shape. It's all right. So it's a Gruhlakshmi Tattva is mutual. It doesn't depend only on the wife or the husband, but both of them. So once if you are making your wife suffer, your left nabi can never improve. Or if you are a bad wife, your left nabi cannot improve. Now in the West, the problem with the women is this, that they don't realize what is their power. An 80-year-old woman also would like to look like a bride. They do not feel their dignity and enjoy their dignity within themselves. They are the queen of the house. But they want to behave like cheapish, childish, young, frivolous girl. They don't feel the dignity of their being. They talk too much. They behave in a manner that doesn't behove a housewife. Like they'll take out their hands, talk like this, as the fisherwomen do when they sell their fish to someone and when they have to fight. Or they shout. Sometimes they shout also. I mean, I've heard they shout. And sometimes they beat their husbands. That's the limit. They start always comparing themselves with the husband to begin with. Like, I am such a rich man, a rich man's daughter. I'm from such and such family, my husband is from such a low family, he has no money, nothing, he's not educated, so he'll treat him. Treat him in a manner that show no respect. Such a woman will lose all her powers. Also in her own ways, she will feel guilty. She'll feel guilty because, first of all, nobody has right to look down upon anyone whatsoever, in Sahaja Yoga especially. Then to look down upon your husband is something unbelievable. He may not be a Sahaja Yogi, all right? He may not be up to the point. But by your behavior, by your strength, by everything, you can save him. But why are you losing yourself? By dominating others, by strangling others, by making your husband a very sort of a frog in the well, telling him, oh, we both are, after all, we should enjoy, let's have our house separately, nobody should come in the house, even a rat won't enter that house. Even to say, oh, these are my children, my husband, myself, is the negative of Sahaja Yoga. Is a negative form of understanding. These are absolutely absurd things. They do not look like for any Sahaja Yogi or any Sahaja Yogi. All this kind of selfishness, all this kind of seclusion is against Sahaja Yoga.
Let us continue to meditate for a few minutes, asking Shri Mataji to give us this power of Shri Gruhlakshmi, Shri Fatima, so that we can bring peace in our lives and ultimately in the society.
Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا
Are you doing something? You're like a person of carrying a quarter to power will come back. And it will be a home to make your free. أشهد أن لا إله إلا أشهد أن لا إله إلا أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
Let us join the hands and thank Shri Mataji for all the blessings, all the love, and ultimately for giving us our self-realization. Thank you, Shri Mataji. Let us now raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. And thank you everyone for joining today's session.